Anyhow, let's practice the second key sentence 2 more times together. How long does your commute take? How long does your commute take?
자, 얼마나 시간이 소요된다. 그대로 갑시다. 그러면 1시간이면 an hour, 1시간 반이면 an hour and a half, 2시간이면 2 hours 이렇게 복수형 만드시면 되겠고요. 자, it takes me, 내가 그렇게 소요된다 이렇게 붙여서 자, 여러분이 얼마나 시간 걸리는지를 거기 그대로 넣어주시면 되겠습니다. Are you ready? Let's do it.
It takes me an hour and a half. It takes me an hour and a half. It takes me an hour and a half. 자, 마지막 하실 때는요. 자, 얼마나 걸리는지 말씀해 보세요. It takes me. Good job.
자, 그 다음에 take 동사를 써서 무슨 교통수단을 이용한다. 자, 그러면 버스를 타고 지하철역으로 간다. 이런 말 하실 때 어떻게 하시겠습니까? I take the bus. 어디로요? To the subway station. Okay? I take the bus to the subway station and then you get on the subway, right? 자, 그 문장 연습하시죠.
I take the bus to the subway station. I take the bus to the subway station. 2 more times. I take the bus to the subway station. I take the bus to the subway station.
몇 정거장입니까? 라고 할 때 how many 자, 정거장 stops, okay? bus stop이라고 하듯이 자, 정거장 역으로 얘기할 때도 상관없어요. How many stops is it? 그러면 몇 개의 정거장입니까? From부터 to 어디까지? From your home to your school 집에서 학교까지 갑니다.
How many stops is it from your home to school? Okay? How many stops is it from your home to your school? How many stops is it from your home to your school? 마지막 한 번만 더요. How many stops is it from your home to your school?
When I was going to college, it was about 10 bus stops to the subway station. And then from that point on, it was another 15
wow.
stations or stops to my school.
Yeah.
So overall, it took quite some time, an hour and a half. And I would often miss my stop because I slept on the subway. 지하철 타면 잠이 진짜 많이 오더라고요. I think we talked about this,
yes,
right?
Yes, we did.
And I would often miss my stop and get off on the wrong stop. And it took me some time to get to school. But I'm sure you also have that kind of story or experience when you were using public transportation every day.
Okay, anyhow, we just went over the dialogue and went over the key sentences. Let's listen to it one last time. Listen and repeat, everyone.
How do you commute to school, Marcus? How do you commute to school, Marcus?
I take the bus.
How long does your commute take? How long does your commute take?
About an hour altogether.
That's not that bad. It takes me an hour and a half. It takes me an hour and a half.
Do you take the bus?
I take the bus to the subway station and take the subway. I take the bus to the subway station and take the subway.
How many stops is it from your home to your school? How many stops is it from your home to your school?
Roughly 20.
Wow, that's a lot of stops.
All right, it's time to go to our Tell Me corner. What do we do in this corner?
Of course, we're going to ask Tommy to ask people this question. Today's question is, how did you commute to school? 그러니까 옛날에 학교 다닐 때 어땠는지, 등하교를 어떻게 했는지 물어보는 질문이죠.
오케이. 자, 또 외국인 분들은 어떻게 등하교를 했었는지 궁금하네요. 네. 자, 오늘 대화 내용 잘 한번 들어보시고요. 또 우리가 배웠었던 표현들 나오는지 한번 잘 귀담아 들어보시죠.
Okay, let's take you to Tell Me.
Tell me.
여러분 안녕하세요. Hey there everyone, I'm Tammy on Tell Me. We're off to a great new week and we're starting with Unit 101. How did you commute to school? How did you commute to school? Well, for me, my parents always dropped me off and they picked me up at school. How did you commute to school? Let's go ask other people and see how they commuted to school. Alright, follow me. Hi, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
What's your name and where are you guys from?
My name is Alyssa, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
United States, and Baltimore, Maryland, from the United States.
And what's your name?
Adam.
Adam, okay. Alyssa and Adam, nice to meet you guys. Today our question is, how did you commute to school?
We never had any buses at my school. I went to a private school.
Okay.
So we always had to do carpools and always had to get driven. And then in high school, at some point, we all got licenses so we could all drive ourselves
Nice.
when we were 16. But for the longest time, no buses, just cars and parents.
Okay, and what about you, Alyssa? Was it the same or?
Same thing, my mom or other moms drove us to school with a bunch of other people.
Okay, and did you also get your driver's license at 16?
I was actually 17. I had to wait a little.
So was I.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you like driving around? Was it more comfortable to go to school while you drive yourself?
Driving to school with friends was really fun because it just made the day a lot better. Like, get picked up, go maybe just goof off or have fun, and
Okay.
then eventually go, and you can leave. You don't have to wait for your mom or dad.
All right. And have you ever been in an accident while you were driving to school, Alyssa?
Not while I was driving to school, but I was trying to park my car and I hit another car.
And how about, were there any memorable moments when you were going to school or getting picked up after school, anything like that?
Yeah, one time, our school was a private school. It was in a pretty dangerous area of the city. And one time, like, a guy chased us. He had, like, no shirt and, like, a bat, and he thought we were looking at him. It was a really bad area. We had gotten lost. And, yeah, so that was kind of, we ran 3 red lights and speed, but it was okay. We're alive today.
Okay, yes, that's interesting. And any memorable moments for you, Alyssa?
When I was in elementary school, there was this really big hill that we'd drive down to go to school, and my friend's mom would always drive really fast down, and we'd pretend it was a roller coaster. That was our fun time.
Fun. In Korea, most of the elementary students actually walk to school. Have you ever walked to school, or is it like that in the States?
I rode my bus